A very good morning to you. How are you doing? I hope that you're well, that you've had an amazing week since we started on Monday, and we're here on the 16th of October 2024, an amazing day to be here. It's yet another morning that the Lord has given us, another new day. Tulisema, ukiona umeamka this beautiful new day, it means that God has given you another chance to be alive, and it is a new page, a totally new page. So it is for you to decide what you want to write on that new page, all right? So ukiamka, unaamka na declarations, and you declare that this day will be a blessing. Now, let me share something as we start. Kuna kitu niliambiwa leo na a person, someone, mwenye tulikuwa tukikuja naye asubuhi kazini. And he said that you have to be a prayerful person as much as you believer. And he said something that will stick with me for the rest of my days, right? He said that even as you believe in God and you read the word, if you do not pray, you are very likely kukuwa attacked na vitu zenye hata haujui ni nini. You see those days unajipatanga tu unakosana na watu, things are not happening, things are just not going well. And you wonder, I've been reading the Bible, I'm helping those that I can help, I'm doing everything right. You wonder what is the problem. The problem usually is you are not a prayerful person. And thinking about it later, I was like, sometimes we like to, you know, zile prayers that you pray in the morning and that's just it. But the kingdom of darkness is at work. The word says that the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Any small chance he gets like this, he's very ready to steal, kill, and destroy. So, acha tukue very prayerful. All right? So that's it. I said I'll share that as we start. So my name is KAHUGU. Karibuni sana. This is MBCI TV, ambapo tunabadilisha maisha by the grace of God. And of course, unajua ikiwa ni Wednesday, inakuanga ni siku ya Afya Clinic, where we deal with everything health. And today's topic is one very sensitive topic, but very important for all of us. So make sure usimiss. Sawa sawa. So if you're following, please share the links. We're live on Facebook on MBCI TV. We are live on YouTube on MBCI TV official YouTube page. But of course on TV, tuko pale free to air. So kama unatuwatch from free to air, please ambia wenzako, they can always tune in and watch as well. Tuko pale Zuku, Go TV, Star Times, and of course very soon, watu ambao wamekuwa kiuliza, mbona tuwapati kwa pang? Mbona tuwapati kwa pang? Watu wa Nakuru, very soon mtakuwa mkipata MBCI TV pale as well. So don't miss out. It's going to be really amazing. Hata not for this particular show peke yake. We say MBCI TV is a family TV where you get to get everything that you need, and you can always watch with your kids, with your parents, kama we ni mtoto pale nyumbani, and it is very important for all of us. Sawa sawa? Now, today, being Siku ya Afya Clinic, we are going to be tackling a very important topic that I will be introducing in a very short while. But before we get there, tutakuwa tunaanza na the health updates, because you need to be updated on what's happening on health matters in Kenya and beyond Kenya, of course. And then after that, tutakuwa tukipata the In History segment. And today, I'll be telling you after the health updates what we'll be looking at in the In History segment, all right? And then after that, of course, pale as we continue, tutakuwa tunapata healthy living, tutakuwa tunaletewa na the one and only Sylvia Wanja, and then we'll be having some health tips, tunaletewa na the one and only Perpetual Nyambura. Yes, the best director in the world. Amen? Amen. And then we'll be having today's inspiration as we continue, and of course the actionable tip, and there I'll be asking some questions. Sawa sawa? But before tufike huko kwote, let's get some health updates so that you'll get to know what is happening in the health sector. All right? And today, in the health updates, we'll be looking at a fever that is called the Rift Valley fever. Okay? And it is that 477.4 million has been allocated for the phase 2 trial of the Rift Valley fever vaccine. So the Rift Valley fever is a mosquito-borne viral illness that can affect humans and farm animals. The disease was at first identified in Kenya's Rift Valley, but in recent decades it has been detected across much of Africa and also the Middle East. In January this year, the Director General for Health, Patrick Amoth, confirmed the first human case of Rift Valley fever in the country. It is typically transmitted through contact with infected animals' blood, body fluids, tissues, or bites from infected mosquitoes, with livestock such as cattle, sheep, goats, buffaloes, camels being the common host. Both the World Health Organization, WHO, and Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has identified Rift Valley fever as a priority disease for research and development. Where the Rift Valley fever vaccines have been registered for animals, no vaccines are currently available or licensed for human use. Now, the outbreak of the RVF, or the Rift Valley fever, has been consistently linked with the intense period of rainfall and flooding in Kenya and other parts of the continent. According to Dr. Jane, the Director General of Africa CDC, the initiation of this trial in the country will not only demonstrate the continent's metamorphosis leadership in advancing clinical trials, but will be fundamental to prioritizing the health of the people. According to Professor George Warimwe, the Deputy Executive Director of KEMRI, Wellcome Trust Research Program, who will be the principal investigator of the upcoming trial, the trial will be fundamental in bringing us closer to addressing the rising frequency of the outbreaks of the Rift Valley fever. The institutions claimed that in a joint statement press release that the vaccines has demonstrated promising outcomes in the initial round of the clinical trials carried out in the United Kingdom. And they are really hoping and praying, that it will be a success as well in Kenya, and especially in the Rift Valley area. All right? So that is it in the health updates. It's very important for us to know what's happening so that even as we pray as Christians, we know what exactly we are praying for. Okay? Now, we are getting into the In History segment. And as I had told you before, is that today's topic is very, how do I put it? It's a sensitive one. Very sensitive. Today we are talking about pregnancies and infertility. I have seen so many questions about the same, especially the last time that we were here and we were talking about our health generally with Dr. JEMIMAH. Mlisema hapana, tunataka sana kuongelea mambo ya infertility, tunataka kuongelea mambo ya pregnancies. We have so many questions. And I've gotten so many questions, of course, from our numbers, 0721-105-105, 23814, our SMS code, and of course, on our social media handles, on MBCI TV Facebook page, and also on my social media handles at Rachel KAHUGU. And all the questions zilikuwa about the pregnancies, zilikuwa about infertility, and today we'll be getting to answer all your questions with Dr. JEMIMAH. But for now, just to know more about the same, let's get into the In History segments.
Miscarriage affects up to 10 to 20% of all pregnancies worldwide, and Kenya is no exemption. But how has our understanding of miscarriage evolved over time? In pre-colonial Kenya, miscarriage was often viewed through the lens of cultural beliefs. Many communities believed it was caused by curses, witchcraft, or the anger of ancestors. Some thought that certain foods or behaviors during pregnancy could anger spirits, leading to a loss. Women turned to traditional healers who used herbal remedies and spiritual rituals to try and protect pregnancies or heal after a loss. While these causes were not scientifically grounded, they played a crucial role in how women understood miscarriage. With the arrival of Western medicine during colonial period, miscarriage began to be understood through a clinical lens. While access to healthcare was limited by 1930, only a small percentage of Kenyan women received medical care. The early medical community started identifying factors such as infections, maternal health conditions, and physical trauma as possible causes. However, many women, especially in rural areas, continued to rely on traditional beliefs, often unaware of these new medical explanations. After independence, Kenya began to improve healthcare access, but miscarriage remained a common issue. Today, we understand that about 15% of pregnancies in Kenya end in miscarriage, most often in the first trimester. Medical research has identified several common causes, including genetic abnormalities in the fetus, infections such as malaria and HIV, and chronic health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure. Physical trauma and maternal age, particularly pregnancies over the age of 35, also increase the risk. In rural areas, lack of access to early prenatal care can result in untreated infections or conditions that lead to miscarriage. Today, medical advances in Kenya have improved maternal care, but challenges remain. Studies show that 40% of miscarriages are due to chromosomal abnormalities in the fetus, while infections like malaria, which remains prevalent in some regions, are another major contributor. Additionally, poor nutrition and untreated conditions like high blood pressure can also lead to pregnancy loss. In more rural areas, lack of access to healthcare still results in late diagnosis and treatment of these conditions. As Kenya continues to develop, providing access to prenatal care remains crucial in reducing miscarriage rates. The causes of miscarriage in Kenya reflect both medical and cultural realities. While modern healthcare offers solutions and support, many women still face challenges. By breaking the silence and raising awareness, we can help ensure that every woman has the resource to protect her pregnancy and the support she needs in times of loss.
So that is it about pregnancies and infertilities, all right? But we'll be getting to know more about that when we get into the topic of discussion today with Dr. JEMIMAH, who will be joining us in a very, very short while, okay? But even before we get into the discussion, there's something we did last week on Wednesday about mental health. And as much as we're talking about pregnancies, infertility, and everything about the reproductive health, it's very important for us to note that mental health really affects our well-being as a whole. You remember last week when we were talking about the reproductive health, Dr. alisema that when your mental health haiko sawa, then that means that your body, even your reproductive health, generally you won't be okay. So mental health is very, very important for all of us. And I'm saying this because on the 10th of this month, that was last week, ilikuwa ni Mental Health Day in the nation, in Kenya, on the 10th. Sawa sawa. Sorry. Jamani. Yes, so on the 10th of October, that was last week, ilikuwa ni siku ya mental health. And there is something that was mentioned on that day, and I don't think we take it very seriously. And they were talking about how important it is to make sure that you write down your line of thoughts when you wake up every morning, because that allows you to be on track. Yani kujua tu how you're feeling about the day, what you're thinking on that day, how are your emotions that day? Are you normally happy? Is today one of those days that you're not happy? And what exactly are you supposed to do about it? Okay? So take care of your mental state. It's very, very important. I know that is not what we are talking about today, but it fully affects what we are talking about today. Sawa sawa. So Dr. JEMIMAH will be joining us in a very short while as we talk about that. But this is just to remind you that our numbers are very, very open. That is 0721 105 105 on WhatsApp. And we'll be getting all your comments there. Of course, at this point, unaweza tuambia unatuwatch kutoka wapi, unatuwatch na kina nani, and how your week has been so far. All right? And then you have an SMS code which is absolutely free. That is 23814. That is our SMS code which is absolutely free. And I mean free of charge. So text to pale, and then we'll be getting your feedback as well. Okay? And then on MBCI TV Facebook page, tuko live pale on MBCI TV official YouTube page. We are also live there. And then you can also find me or text me on all my social media handles, especially on Facebook, Instagram at Rachel KAHUGU. So on the comment section, utaona pale poster. On the comment section, as you text in every question that you have about the topic of discussion today, we'll be getting to answer that. But it is now top of the hour. Now we'll be getting to go for a very short break. As we come back, our doctor will be joining us, and we will be starting with your questions. All right? You are our main guest today. So we'll be starting with your questions. But for now, because it's already 8 in the AM, let's get a very short break, and then we'll be coming right back.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
Hi,
Welcome to High-Peak School. My school, a reputable institution, an epitome of learning. It offers high-quality education.
Ithibati.
A standard library with pleasant environment for reading. An art club, a home science club, a computer club with vivacious lessons. Our fully equipped laboratory is top-notch, with standard 2 in core curricular activities: swimming, karate, table tennis, netball, basketball, volleyball, just to mention but a few.
To enroll your child, contact us through 0728 040 883 or 0770 587 921. High-Peak Schools, quest for excellence.
Unataka kuambia mtu kwa Kizungu, ghafla bin vu nimefika. Utamwambiaje kwa Kizungu?
Ghafla bin vu nimefika.
It's about to go down.
Isn't vu reached there? Isn't vu reached there?
Umesema nini kwa? Ni nani alisave baby Moses? Nani alitoa baby Moses kwa river?
Shut up everybody. Listen.
Ni Goliath. Goliath.
Unataka kuambia mtu kwa Kizungu, nimepigwa na butwa. Utamwambiaje kwa Kizungu?
I'm beaten.
Wool up, just wool up.
Utamwambiaje?
I'm beaten is cold.
Kutembea aste aste, kukimbia?
Teke teke.
Oh my God!
About Baby Amani.
Okay.
I have some information.
Okay. So, what about Baby Amani? So you found her? Kuna kitu nilikuwa sijai kuambia. Okay. So ndo nilikuwa nataka nikuambie leo. So unaona video unaniona hivi mama? Okay, I'm also a mother of one.
Usilie, mtoto atapatikana. Nina uhakika huyo mtoto atapatikana, si ndio? Na uache kulia. Mtoto atapatikana.
So mama.
Si ndio? Kila kitu itakuwa sawa.
Hata hili litapita na shida hizo zitakwisha. Machozi haya yatakoma. Waridi jangwani.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
Happy birthday! Get a chance to celebrate your loved one's birthday this Saturday on Happy Kids Show from 9:30 all the way to 10:30 a.m. Send in your photo, age, date of your birthday, and your birthday message on our WhatsApp line at 0721 105 105, and we will surely make your day memorable.
Happy birthday!
Happy turnings! Get ready for non-stop adventures and lots of fun! Each episode is packed with engaging stories, vibrant animations, catchy songs, educational session, and unforgettable moments.
She sells seashells at the seashore. Hey!
We inspire and empower young minds as we develop important life skills while having a blast. Join us every Saturday on your favorite channel from 9:30 a.m. as we have an amazing time. Don't miss out!
Experience a journey of spiritual elevation and immerse yourself in the most uplifting worship moments. best of worship culmination every Saturday from 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. It's an awe-inspiring event featuring anointed worshippers and going beyond the studio to connect with young souls eager to embrace the divine presence in educational institutions. Get ready to elevate your spirit and embrace the true essence of worship with Maria Omondi and her incredible team of worshippers.
In a world filled with secrets, betrayals, and unexpected twists, two sisters are about to collide in ways they never imagined, lighting a fire that will shake their lives to the core. And now, there's the old cycle of pain and betrayal. Yet, a new challenge is at hand. Join Hadassah on a journey of redeeming her destiny every Sunday at 7:30 p.m.
Marriage is not a mark of completeness, nor is singlehood a mark of incompleteness. Most people look forward to married life, but when is the right time to start a relationship?
The two shall become one, isn't it? A man should not do this, a woman should not do this. I would say, unless it is a function, these others can be negotiated.
Marriages are meant for us to enjoy and not endure one another.
For better, for worse. That is what we call an affirmative covenant. Are we showing fidelity?
Don't miss the Marriage Classroom to learn more about relationships and marriage.
Relations in a relationship that is not yet in, joined together, you are not in marriage, is a no. It will never be right now, it will never be right tomorrow. It will never be okay, even in the future.
Every Sunday, only on MBCI TV.
Yes, so that is it, and now we're back for the discussion. Today I had said that we'll be talking about pregnancies and infertility, yes. And any question that you have, our doctor will be here in a very short while, as you can see on your screen. Is that today in the Afya clinic, we'll be having Dr. JEMIMAH KAHUGU. And we'll be having the discussion in a very short while. But before we get into the discussion, I'd want us to get the health tips. As I had told you before, we are having the one and only Perpetual Nyambura, ambaye ametupreparia. Ametutayarishia, yes, the health tips. And today we are talking about the skin. What are you supposed to do so that your skin ikue vizuri? I've had a lot of people complaining about the acne, various skin conditions, yeah? So today we want to know, what are you supposed to do for you to take care of your skin? And then immediately after that, now we'll be getting into the topic of discussion, health tips.
Leo katika makala yetu ya afya tutakuwa tukiangazia jinsi unavyoweza kutunza ngozi yako. Bila shaka mtu huhitaji ngozi laini na nyororo ili kujipa ujasiri wa kukabiliana na changamoto za kila siku pale kazini au nyumbani. Hata hivyo, mbinu au njia tunazotumia wakati mwingine hutuacha na matokeo tusiyoyatarajia. Ni kwa sababu tumeumbwa sote tofauti na tunadhani kuwa kwa kutumia njia iliyomletea mwenzetu matokeo bora itatusaidia, lakini matokeo huwa kinyume kabisa. Hizi hapa njia 8 za kufuata ambazo zitakusaidia. Haijalishi ni aina gani ya ngozi ulionayo. Kwanza, mlo. Vitu unavyokula vina mchango mkubwa katika ngozi na afya yako kwa ujumla. Ili kupata ngozi nzuri iliyo laini, nyororo na inayong'aa, kula protini, matunda, mboga na kunywa maji kwa wingi. Pili, muda wa kupumzika. Watu wengi hawatambui umuhimu wa usingizi katika kutunza ngozi na kuzuia kuzeeka haraka. Usingizi ni muhimu kwa ngozi yako sana. Hakikisha unapata muda wa kutosha kulala usiopungua masaa 8. 3. Acha kujichumbua. Kutumbua chunusi na vipele ni tabia tulionayo sisi wanadamu. Mara nyingi matokeo yake huwa ni kuwa na makovu na wekundu. Kufanya hivi pia huchangia bakteria kusambaa na kuharibu ngozi hata katika maeneo ambayo hayakuwa na matatizo. 4. Usafi kwanza. Osha uso wako. Na hapa ndipo tunapata watu wengi hukimbilia kuosha uso zao haraka na sio vizuri kusafisha uso juu kwa sababu kuna uwezekano mkubwa wa uchafu kubaki. Hasa wanawake ambao wanatakia kutambua umuhimu wa nyuso zao. Basi ni bora ukatenga muda wa kutosha katika kuosha na kutunza uso. Kusafisha uso mara zisipopungua 2 kwa siku ni vizuri kwa utunzaji wa ngozi yako ya uso. 5. Tunza vizuri macho yako. Watu wengi hupaka kiasi kidogo cha mafuta chini ya macho bila kujua faida tunazoziacha kwa kutokufanya hivyo. Kuna mistari au mikunjo ambayo inaanzia kwenye jicho na ambayo muda mwingine husogea hadi kwenye maeneo ya karibu na nywele. Paka mafuta ya kutosha chini ya macho. 6. Barafu. Barafu ni moja kati ya vitu muhimu katika kutunza ngozi yako. Licha ya upatikanaji rahisi, pia ina uwezo wa kutunza ngozi yako bila gharama. Faida za kutumia barafu katika utunzaji wa ngozi yako ni kwamba ukiumia au ukijichuna kwenye ngozi waweza kutumia barafu kupunguza wekundu na kupunguza mwasho katika eneo lile. 7. Tumia mafuta yanayofaa katika ngozi yako. Moja kati ya njia za kupata ngozi laini na nyororo ni kutumia mafuta ambayo yametengenezwa kwa ajili ya kupaka kwenye ngozi na sio ya nywele au ya kupikia. 8. Sunscreen. Kwa wale wenye matatizo ya kuungua wakiwa kwenye jua asubuhi, ni muhimu wawe wakipaka mafuta ya kuzuia mionzi ya jua au sunscreen inayopenya kwenye ngozi na kuharibu ngozi yako. Na pale unapokuwa nje, hakikisha unajizuia na jua kuanzia mavazi yako. Vaa miwani ya kuzuia miale mikali ya jua na kofia pana inayozuia jua kupiga usoni. Na pia ni muhimu pia kwenda kumuona ule daktari wa ngozi ama dermatologist ili aweze pia akakushauri jinsi unavyoweza kuangalia ama kutunza ngozi yako. Ni hayo tu kwa sasa katika makala yetu ya afya. Jina langu ni Perpetual Nyambura.
Come on, everybody!